I'm feeling good. I can only have 1 cup of coffee a day because I put too much sugar in it. But my brain cells are firing, and it's firing so much it's knocking my hair out. But I come up with a crazy idea while I was riding around. So after the food, stay tuned for the crazy idea. And if you're real smart, I need this bad. I need it within, while I'm still here, so I can say, this is cool. Yep. My wife took a big old bite of my omelet. So I had to get the strong omelet for
He's telling me
my wife wants to steal it. This store closes a lot. Aggravating. Well, it rained earlier today. Look at them menacing clouds. I'm about 6-7 miles from home, so see, I wish it'd be over there, but there's a storm coming right there. Look at that. I thought I was gonna make it home before the rain. It's starting anyway. I might get there before it rains too heavy. I'm being held hostage by the rain. I ain't getting out of my truck till it eases down. But I don't want my glasses full of rain spots, so I will sit in the truck while it's raining. Shout out to my other channel. If you want to hear bad singing, or if you need singing to torture people, Mr. O'Wild trying to sing. I saw one about the rain today. I'm off key. One of these days, maybe I'll sound better. But, I don't want to sing for a living. No way. But anyway, today, I come up with an idea. And I know it can be done, especially, I seen an article the other day. Yeah, this article was, how you have those things pop up on your internet or your phone and like news stories and all that. Well, this was in Japan. And they're talking about being able to regrow teeth. And eventually, maybe even old people that don't have any teeth. I don't know if it'll work. But if they do something like that, with robots and AI technology, and I think, this is my opinion, if somebody needs to get out here and invent this thing, use different materials to make it consistent and soft, and like, I need a filter for my lawnmower. Well, I went to Lowe's, then I went to Tractor Supply. None of the numbers matched. The number that I had that come with it was from India. So I guess that's where they manufactured the lawnmower at. Well, now the numbers have changed. I don't know what works. And, online, they still got old stuff they used to have. It was like $10, but the ones in the store are $24 for an air filter for the lawnmower, like a T110. So my idea to offset this supply chain issues, and especially since everybody's mad and nobody wants to get along no more in the world, and the BRICS is trying to take over the dollar, or it is taking over the dollar. So we're not going to be able to make stuff all over the world. We're not going to be a global economy anymore. When I got my bachelor's degree in business, we was a global economy. Now we're not, because everybody's mad at everybody. So they need to come up with a 3D printer that prints everything. And it could be like internet. I mean, whoever invents this could have, it'd be like battery backup for solar. But anybody that needs it, and you pay for your usage time or whatever. But if you need a product, instead of ordering it online or order it by mail, you just hit the 3D printer and print it out. Well, it'd have to be more developed than it is now. It'd be able to print like a light bulb, and it'd work with the engineering specs, whatever material it is. We'll probably have to invent some kind of material that can go inside a 3D printer that's capable of being hard or soft as anything. And the artificial intelligence or the computer software will be so great, it can mimic what it is. If we did that, we could probably print out organs, food, you name it, whatever you want. You'd have food, anything. You wouldn't have to go to the store anymore. You just have to have your 3D printer 1000 and say, $100 a month. Everybody has one. Nobody has to go to the store anymore. You just have to have that goop to do it. Whatever the stuff is, order, because the printers were cheap. It's the service plan, and probably cap out with data. Instead of having a gig data, you would have like 100 pounds of gook where you could print out all different products. But I think, in my opinion, this would fix the supply chain issues. The only thing is it would disrupt the whole market. You would not have any stores anymore that you could print this stuff with, except probably food. Unless you could print food, probably not. You probably wouldn't want to eat it. It's probably not safe. But anything else, coffee filters, any product that you needed, you could print, and you'd pay by the print. So if somebody needed something, they could go to somebody's house, and somebody that rich had one, or upper middle class, if they're affordable, they go over there and pay them a fee to get them to print it for them. So other people can get it instead of going to the store. You just go to the person's house. So everything that would disrupt the whole commercial economy, and the whole world would do that. Then you just have to come up with ideas. What can you think of? They don't have it where it could cross any biological things, so we don't mess up with any new species or anything. Just products that we can use that are safe and have safety protocols built in them, and but I think it'd be pretty cool. You can print everything. I don't know if it worked for medicine, who knows, but if it could print, they got 3D housing, they're talking about printing meat. So if you can print all this other stuff, you got to get more technology, and it'd be probably harder to pass the regulation than it would for autonomous vehicles, because you would disrupt the whole economy, especially in America, because we're a consumer-based economy, and you wouldn't have nobody going to the store. Everybody be home. It's like, what do you need? Well, I'll just print it up on the computer, throw the clothes in the washing machine, get one printer, be printing out the food. Oh man, I ain't got no plates. Print out some paper plates, and maybe you can even take the material and recycle it and add chemical to it, or vaporize it, and you can recycle it and print out more stuff, So who knows? Who knows if it causes cancer and all that stuff? We're so wimpy, but that would solve the supply chain issue, especially when I buy a lawnmower. It's only 4 years old, and then I went back and bought me an air filter, and I didn't buy one last year. So I go to Lowe's today. They don't have the air filter. They got like John Deere. I bought a Craftsman, and the guy said that Briggs and Stratton is a lot like Craftsman. So here I'm looking, and there might have been one in front of me, but the numbers don't match, and there's nothing to reference anything to. And on the internet, they're sold out. They don't sell them anymore. So it'd be just nice to just, let the smart things scan it and print it out. They want us all to be self-served. Instead of have self-service, we'll just print it at home. That'd be self-service. You ain't got to waste gas to go to the store. You ain't got to spend money to go get it. Or, you could just do it. You'd probably even have a pause feature. It don't have to be completed, maybe. You could watch a TV show. You could play games, get on the internet, because if things get so abundant, social media is really going to grow. You're going to have, if people ain't working and you got such an abundance of things, what they say, the population can't sustain the population, eventually you'll have like social media like Yahoo. If you remember Yahoo, they had like pool, but they'll have probably virtual games you can play, and it won't cost as much as it does like Xbox, and you'll be able to interact with people with holograms, or like Star Wars, or in the living room, and you'll be able to see people without even traveling if you want to. But you can still travel, still be a viable option, but you'll still be able to get what you need and have a quality of life. It'd just be stationary instead of having to go all over the place. And that'll probably help the environment, because without using as much gas, as long as this stuff that we're making doesn't create a problem with pollution and all. So, we need some smart engineers to do this, and it would take off by storm. Just like you look at Dubai, and that city is just so rich. You got Ferrari police cars, and you got cars that look like boats on the water and people high diving and artificial islands, and it's just so beautiful. It's so much money and doesn't look like anything bad happens there. It's just like paradise, sort of. It looks like it anyway. So, if they can do that there, why can't the rest of the world? So I just thought that would be my crazy ideas. If anybody can take anything out of this and understand what I'm saying, 3D printers that are very, very more sophisticated than the ones we have now. I know a lot of people use them. They cost a lot of money. I don't even like getting a printer myself. I'll go pay $1 or something for a couple of copies, or go to Staples. I'll put it on thumb drive, go up there. You can email it, but I ain't done that. So I can do that way. Because, you buy a printer for it used to be $30, and then the ink cartridges cost more than the printer, and you'd only print out 30 copies. So it's almost like $1 a copy. And if you didn't use them, they dried up. So, there'll probably be stores that you can just go and you can order it online, and the 3D printer store, and it'll print it out for you. You go pick it up, or you have it mailed to you, or you can do it from home. It'd disrupt the whole economy. You wouldn't need drones. You just select what you want. It's all tied to the internet. Boom, boom, boom. You'd have everything. So you'd be able to get what you want, and then they'd probably have to have some kind of canceling. Hey, you don't want to be a hoarder, and you only need certain things. Are you sure you need this? Is this going to benefit your emotional health, for the 2 or 3 generations from now? And then you got to watch out, because AI, they already got people on YouTube and everywhere putting false stuff on AI, like little people standing by big people and they're giants, but it's AI giants. Or a lot of music where they're rapping, or they'll have a collage with artists. Well, it didn't happen, but they made it look like it happened. So when AI starts tricking people into doing stuff, or, it's all about money and commercialism to get people to do things. So it disrupts the whole economy and the market. But whatever you take from this section of the economy, it's going to move to this section. So it's still going to be the same. It's just going to be from one to another. Like gasoline power eventually probably go electric, maybe, but it's not really worth it. But this guy who's pushing this electric wants to make all the money. So he's trying to go from gasoline, but it hadn't really took over yet. The product life cycle, it's invented, it comes out, it's real high, it makes a whole lot of money, and then competition comes up with something better, and then it dies, and then it go real slow, or to fade out. Just like VCRs, Hitachi, the big 3-prong, the projection TVs that had the 3 projection bulbs, and they were like big TVs, and they were real popular for a while. Then the flat screens come out, so new technology will replace it. And competition, which is good, because a lot of things are really high, but then competition comes out and it keeps the prices down, and it keeps quality, because the competition makes it better. Then these guys can't have the monopoly, just like the cable companies charging, like back in the day, $200 something, so probably about a $500 bill now, or $400 for cable if you had it, having your renting boxes and all your channels and all your network channels. So now people just mainly got the internet. Fiber is coming out and replacing a lot of cable, if you can get it. The cable is real big, and then you got fiber, and fiber doesn't go down like cable. 10 people on cable, you don't get the speed, but on fiber, you get a dedicated speed. And now you get apps on your TV, so you order the apps off the internet, and you pay for the different programs on apps, so instead of having cable. So the cable companies lost a lot of money by doing that, because now all they offer is internet. Some offering cable, but most people are just getting the apps like Netflix and Amazon and all that. So technology eventually, replace that. They might go all fiber one day, because it's getting competitive. With my cable company, I had high-speed internet. Wasn't that good. It was okay. It was about $250, or it's supposed to be, I think, $500, and I was getting like $275. It wasn't getting $500, and it had to be wired. It would have got faster, but wireless, my phone could get it, but nothing else could. Well, I went fiber for like $350 for $50, and the cable was $109. So fiber was almost more than half the price, and it's locked in. You don't pay whatever they charge, and don't worry about taxes and all this other stuff, and it's dedicated $350. Now there's a weird. I can notice it a little bit. Maybe my stuff's too old, but it does have like just a little, it's like it's electric engine instead of a gas engine. Sometimes there's just like a little delay, but it's still fast when it's going. But just for everything to talk to everybody, maybe it's the router, I don't know. But that's the only thing I've noticed. And now the cable company is wanting to charge like 60 something for a gig, for 2 years. And I could get 700 for about the same price with fiber, which would probably be as fast as the gig with cable. But I don't need 700. 350's fast enough for me, for my phone and Wi-Fi and all that. I don't really do a lot of games, but if you do games, I guess you need it. But yeah, man, I'm just rambling on, thinking about this product since I went all over the place today trying to get me an air filter from air conditioner. They get oil from my little lawnmower, my push mower, and it was like $7 for 20 ounces, 30 weight. That is ridiculous. So everything costs much. I don't know if you can print oil with a 3D printer, but whatever, print everything, That's what we need. If y'all print everything. Somebody invent this, before I die. So within the next 2 years, so I can enjoy it. And it'll change everything. You need a new phone, print the phone, it'll put everybody out of work. But we'll have to you'll have social people that'll be on kind of like the metaverse. You'll have a whole economy where people just on the internet get paid to talk to people because people got to have something to do or something, Oh man, this person's feeling bad. You need to go cheer them up or recommend to watch this video. Who knows? Probably won't happen because it disrupted too much. But if it did, it'd be cool. Like, somebody invent it. 2 years. Let me have the prototype. Make sure it doesn't have radioactivity or radiation coming from it, and it doesn't cause cancer. Maybe if you don't use it with anything with food related and just product related, and it don't blow your house up or catch your house on fire. It's like, man, I need a new light bulb. Put it in there, it scans it, and then prints you a new light bulb. Don't have to go to the store. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, I need some salt, whatever. That'd be awesome. And then you can recycle what you don't use, and, probably won't happen. Probably something they'd invent on Mars. And then everybody's going to say, man, I wish we had one of them. They can do everything. The 3D printer 3000 or something, the ultimate infinity printer, 3D printer, something like that. But anyway, thank you for listening to me rambling on, and we'll talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.